Okay, we're checking rocker geometry on these shovel heads here. So the way you do that is you take the head, you put some mock-up springs in there so you can move the valves up and down. And you put some felt tip pin material on top of the rocker arms, like right here. And then you work them back and forth and see what kind of mark you get. So this one here is already all mocked up, ready to go. I just use a push rod here to move it up and down with. And hopefully I didn't wait too long and the stuff set up. Probably did. So anyway, you just push up and down like this. You hold your thumb on the valve to put more tension on it. If you go watch panhead videos, you can see me doing the same thing, but you can actually see what's going on because it's all out in the open. Shovel heads, it's not out in the open. Well, this is the head I welded up the valve guide hole in, so we'll see how far off it is. I forget which one I welded up. I welded up the exhaust. It's just when it's all ground in there. Okay, so let's see what we got now. If I waited too long, it'll be set up and it wouldn't do anything, so hopefully I didn't wait too long. Otherwise I get to redo it. Hardest part of this job is getting the rocker boxes on and off. Okay, so nothing transfer on the valve head. Come on. Jeez, damn gaskets. Okay, so this one here, you can see it's only hitting right here on the tip right there only. And this one over here, looks like we're only hitting on this edge here only. That's the only place the material's worn away. Okay, so now I got to take these in the back and grind them. So it looks like they're both off in the same angle. Oop. They're both here on the bottom side of the rocker installed in here. The angle appears to be pretty good, so we're hitting in the middle where it belongs. It's just the parts aren't sitting flat like this, they're hitting like this. So I gotta regrind the rocker to match up. Okay, so I'm gonna take this one back apart. Find a sweet spot to get it out. Okay, so now you can look at it, you can see the mark right there pretty easily. So I'm going to work on that. I'm also going to grind these two parts here flat too. I didn't do that last time. Alright, let's go on back and do some grinding. So I set the grinder square. So obviously it doesn't want to be square. There's our grinder. a machinist square right here. And you put this on there like that, and you square the table to the grinder. You do that just by looking at it. You just look for the light between the top and the bottom. When there's no light, like now, it's flat. Okay, now this one here, we need to grind more. Grind it like this. This one goes on this side here. So you just grind this like this here, and then you hold it, and you do this by hand just by rotating around like this, and follow that arc. So we need to grind more on the bottom than the top, so we need to gain some distance. So we're going to need a gap up here on the top to make it what we need. So we just give it a little bit of a tap right there. And I don't know if you can see it now, but now there's a gap in there. It's also, you can see how it pushes in right now too. So you got a little bit of a gap in there. Now how much gap do we need? Well, that we don't know. So all we can do is give it a little bit. Make a judgment call on how much I gave it. And about that much ought to be pretty good. And we'll grind it. Okay. Do this one first. See how it ground more on the bottom here than the top. So I'm trying to keep my arc fairly even. I'm widening the arc out a little bit because you can see how I ground more off the center here than I did on the two sides. Kind of what I was doing also. Too sharp of an arc, too much of a radius I think. So now we're going to do it again. Try to follow that same curve. Okay, so now everything's in except for this little corner right here, which I'm going to leave at that point. And you can see the arc we're getting up here, how we're making it. That arc does matter. Okay, now I'm going to do this other side. Same way. Get a little bit closer, maybe you'll see better, I'm not sure. Same thing, I ground it more in the middle than on the sides. Now I'm going to sweep it on in there. Quite as much off the top. I'm good with that though. I'm going to leave it at that. And now we're going to go back and clean this all up and remark it and check it again. Let's go ahead and grind these flat here. So they're not very flat when you grind them. Bring them in a little bit. Close enough. Don't have to be perfect. See the wear marks in there? Flip over to the other side. And even that one is. Either one of these is very good. Try to get one side halfway good. That's good enough. Alright. Get this all cleaned up, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. Okay, put this together now. Very important you get all the grinding grit off before you reassemble. You don't want to transfer that grit to your nice good new heads over there. Put the good side toward the rocker arm. You have to tighten the shafts up so it pulls the rocker arm all the way in where it belongs. Otherwise it won't be in the right spot. Lots of clearance in it, see? Worry about shimming later. Okay, so I'm going to use my green pen again. I'm not sure if I like this green one or not. We'll try it some more. Make sure you mark the whole rocker arm tip, because if you see a little spot you didn't mark, you don't know if that's a wear mark or not after you do all this, so make sure you get 100% coverage. Now the marker has to be enough that it will rub off, so you can't get it too good. If it permanently marks it, you won't be able to tell anything either. So usually felt tips are enough that they'll come off. You put the head like this because the rocker arms will stay down. If you don't, they flip up and they get in the way. That doesn't work. You just lightly torque the box down here so it's everything's pulled down flat where it belongs. That's why you put the gasket in there also. Much torque, just enough to pull it down. Okay. I can do this again. The more pressure you can put on this, the better it's going to take the mark off. We don't know if that's enough, but we'll find out. I'm not to do this 10, 20 times, you never know. Sometimes you can do it 3 or 4. Sometimes it takes 20 plus. It's all about how close you want it to be. Preferably get within like 5 times would be nice. This one already had all 4, but I'm going to ground it twice. Actually, this one's only twice. The other one was 3 times over there. Okay, so this one is still hitting high. And this one here, see how it's starting to increase the width, but it's still high. But at least now it's starting to get what we want. So this one needs a little bit more angle to it. This one needs a lot more angle to it. So it'll start widening out on you, then it goes all the way to the other side real quick. So when it's real narrow like this, you're still way off. But when you start seeing it coming across like this, you know you're getting close. Still off, but closer. Oop. Broke one of them. That one broke. Problem with the red nuts. They don't hold up very well. And glue it back on. Alright, so now you can see how that one's starting to come across a little bit. And this one here is still fairly far off. Okay, I'll take it back grind and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. Okay, we need more angle. So, clean that off. See how far it is off right now. A little bit more. Pretty good change. Might have been too much on this one, probably not enough on the other, but we'll find out. Okay, I'm going to regrind this one again. So this one here is the one that was the wider one. Looks like the arc is about the right angle now, so I make it even this time. Just attempt to. Lights in that way. And quick grind, boom, done. The other side. This one's going to need more. Give it a hit. This one is, looks like we need to narrow it up a little bit more on the top. We got too much radius. So we flatten it out a little bit. See how it's grinding more on this side than this side. Alright, I think we're at a good arc to play with, so we'll clean these up again and go back up front and recheck it. Be back. Okay, I got these ones back in there, so I'm going to give them another full mark job here. Okay. That on there for some reason. Okay. where's you out doing all that? Come on. Tiring. Can't pull it off, but it'll fall off. Okay, what do we got this? Okay, that one looks like it's on top of the tip there. And this one's coming in over here also. Tiring. Okay. So looks like we've gone slightly too much on our angle here. See how it's rubbing across this side and not on the other side like it was. This one here is transferred also to the other side. So I need to back these angles up just a tick to get them where I need to be. They're getting closer, and I need to grind more off the tip of here than on the inside. See, it's getting more on the outside edge. This one here is more on the inside edge. So, gotta play around those angles too. But they're getting close. At least now it's runnable, it's on the pad. Okay, see a little bit better what kind of finish we're after here. So I need to grind just a little bit more on the top than the bottom. And this one over here, a little bit more on the top over here. So pretty even otherwise. So still more on this side than here, even though it is hitting a little bit right here on the bottom corner. So all right, I'm gonna go grind these. Be back. Okay, here's our pattern again. So this one here we're grinding fairly wide across that surface. See above my nail it's almost full width, which means we're pretty damn close. It's getting a little bit marked way down in here too. It's grinding mainly on the very top edge there, but that's all going to wear in pretty quickly. It's hard to see the wear pattern here. This isn't wearing the ink away like it should, where you can see a better idea where it's at. But it's definitely contacting more right above my fingernail there. This one over here, it's a little bit more on the top edge here than everywhere else, but it isn't even. It's getting kind of even. So it's definitely hitting more right here on this edge though. So we'll go back and fine tune these one more time. But we're getting pretty close now. So, alright, we'll try it again though. We'll be back. Okay, I'm going to try some Dicam here for my marking compound here. That fill tip is just not wearing away enough to really leave a good mark. When you get a better light, you can actually see the shininess across the green, but it's not taken away. So it'll give you kind of a false illusion on what's going on. So it's a lot thicker and wear away. As long as it's still got some wetness to it. Once it dries though, it's done. So you gotta be quick. Can't be screwing around. Like now. Come on, get down. Stupid gasket screwing me. It'll be harder to get off, but I don't care. I get the thing down so I can get that marking going. So the pan, it doesn't take anywhere near this long to do it. It's right out in the open. You have to be doing all this back and forth. The whole box assembly. Doing two at a time is twice as hard as doing one at a time, because each one's at a different angle. Makes it more interesting. All right. Now we're also giving it over 600 lift there. Probably over 650 lift. We're using all our clearances, which is not what we're supposed to be doing either. We're over sweeping the rocker tip, which gives you kind of a false illusion too at the very top. Oh well. Okay, I'm going to come off. We're going to fight me coming off. Okay. Alright, so that one looks pretty good. Nice wide pattern. This one over here, not quite as good, but you can see where it's catching the full valve face. This one's definitely better. So you can see it in there pretty good. Okay, so this one here needs a little fine tuning, but not much. Just barely kiss more on the top there. Slightly flatten out the radius so it's more like this one. Alright, so this one's close, this one's done. So you can see how this marking compound works a little bit better. Okay, so I'm going to kiss this one just a little bit more on the very top edge here, and we should be pretty close. I'll be back. Okay, finally got it done. Whew, the rocker box don't want to come off anymore. Alright, so this is the one I just did. This is the one that we had before. So you can see I'm getting a nice even pattern on there. Just a little bit of a high spot right in the one area. But it's a pretty even pad all the way around. You can also see the mark it's leaving on the valve. It's wearing right here in the middle. And this one too, and it's across most of the face, which means it'll live pretty good. So that means we got the rocker geometry now matched up to what the valves are on this head. So then you go with this head over here and do the same thing, because this one was off. Even though this was the good head, one of these was off on one side. This one here is rubbing right here on this side. So I got to take this apart and grind on this one next. So we'll do that. I can go ahead and put this head back together, which I'll do now. So we'll be back. Alright, I just did the second head here, and you can see how the, it's not even touching. Nice. This one's halfway around, that's not too bad. Yeah, that one pretty well sucks. So that's the exhaust. So one left to mark over there. And this one here is the one that was sweeping on the inside down here instead of out toward the edge. So I gotta cut more material off that one side. And this one here is not even close to fitting. It's way the hell off. So I gotta grind the piss out of that one. Because that's the one that's hitting right here, which didn't even do anything. And this is the head that was supposed to be a good head. So this is a normal head job here. The valves are all pretty well centered inside the chamber. Everything matched up nice to what it was already done. Yet the rock arms are still stinking far off. It's just stuff. This is stuff you normally don't do either. You only do this stuff on race bikes. But I did it because I had that other head I fixed, which is now over there. So, all right. So this head is just as bad as the rock arm, just as bad as the other head. So I'm gonna go regrind these and we'll be back. Made another mistake. I just did my check and I forgot to put dye on it. It's got a pretty good pattern now. From what they had, remember they had a little bit of stuff right on the tip. Yeah, it's pretty even. This one here we already did. That's good. I can do this a second time. So this time I think I'm gonna put some dye on it. And there's the tip we had on the other one. See, it's across the edge pretty good. Yeah, it works a lot better when you actually you know, put the stuff on there. Oh well, hard to get good help. Getting high on the fumes. Fumes are no joke. Jeez, they stink.
Strong, huh?
Yeah, they're strong. This is not California approved Dicom. Ah, stuff stinks. That'll definitely get you screwed up. And all the huffers now going looking for Dicom. Now what's happening here? That damn thing. Gasket didn't like me. My hammer said it's going to go together. Come on. Keep it up. Yep, that was a good job for no Dicom. Oh well. No, it's just do the wrong valve. That'd be the next screw up. I remember which one I did. I used this in. I got accused of screwing up another set of heads on a video the other day.
Why is that?
Well, that's hurting the heads for some reason. Fucking drum makes a lot of noise, but they don't understand that. Yeah, it's really screwing the head up. Look at it. I have to throw it away now. Dicom's still wet. Still wet in there and dry. Still wet. Too damn cold. To dry it now.
You got that shit down.
All the way down, I have to redo it again. That's 3 times. I haven't even done one check yet. Jeez.
Oh, because it was wet?
Yeah, never dried. Doesn't work when it's wet. It just mushes around. It's not even that cold tonight. It's only in the high 50s. Bum back out front there?
Yeah.
Just staying outside?
Yeah, no, I just shut the door all the way.
Is he out there outside?
Probably.
I don't know if he's outside or if he is. Alright. I just did this a couple times already. Nope. This one. Alright, so I got a little bit of too much contact on the one side. So I gotta go grind some more off of that one angle there. See, I thought I was taking too much off. I ain't taking off. Do it again. Find the sweet spot. No, it went in. So you can see where it is pretty good now. So I'm going to regrind it a little more of an angle, do more grind on this one corner, or the whole side here, and bringing in the sweep angle looks like it's pretty decent. That's good. Probably take a little bit more on the inside than the outside, but overall not too bad. So we'll be back. Okay, we got it worn in a little bit now. So the coating or the Dicom is not rubbing off real nice and cleanly, but it's still kind of gooey. But you can see how it's getting a fairly large area of contact, and here's the valve, so it's not really leaving a good contact on that either, where it's leaving a pattern. The temperatures are fighting with us a little bit here, but anyway, it's in the middle of the rock where you want it to be. The angle's pretty close. It's a little bit more tighter on this side than this side, but you can see where the pattern's all the way across, though. So all of this stuff bounces around a lot as it goes up and down and wears in, so it'll wear itself to fit. At least it's in the ballpark. Same on this side, we had pretty even. It's kind of got like an angle going across, but it's there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the valve springs back in this head, and then I got to rebuild the rocker arms. Or at least assemble the rocker boxes, I guess. We're not rebuilding them. Wrong word. We are not rebuilding anything here, we're fixing it. So I'm going to clean all this dirt off of this. Didn't see any dirt. You never know. Oh, what the hell am I using these for? Dumbass. Almost like it's late or something. It started at 7, it's now 11:30. How many hours is that? That's why you only do this crap on race bikes. Extremely time consuming. Gravity helps hold the keeper in, see? Alright, these things are stiff. Who put these stiff ass valve springs in? Okay, that one's on. Take. Should we go home and do this yourself now? In your bike?
Yeah, I don't think I can make I don't think I could grind it the way you did.
Oh, you're not up to that part yet?
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Practice somebody else's first?
Yeah, somebody else's bike, definitely.
Where's my hammer at? Should put your head in front of the valve spring. If it pops off, it hurts. I've only had one come off.
Be one-eyed Willie, huh?
Not from that though. Alright, so the heads are all back together. That was easy. Now I gotta work on the other part. So, I think he wants me to shim these. Do that. This one's looser. Any difference? That's how you check them. I think that's in the book, isn't it? Alright, so now we gotta go in here and fix these and adjust them. So, that'll be the fun part. Yeah, I mean my shims, I'll be right back.